It was good, YouTube. It's your boy Money Side back again for another video. In this video, we're gonna teach you guys how to throw self oops. The next video that we're gonna be dropping, I'm gonna teach you how to throw oops to your teammate in the best situations. Now, this is not necessarily easy. You definitely gonna have to work on this, and it's situational, okay? You can't just be throwing these to get yourself out of trouble. You will get blocked. Before we do that, make sure you run up them likes, you run up them subs, help me out in the algorithm. All right, let's go. All right, so what I have right here is a chart that I made. Shows what's possible and what's not possible. As you can see, we have the blue. I wanted to use red, but we have a red floor and it was going to be kind of messed up. All right, so look, we have blue that shows you where it's not possible. If you're trying to throw a oop to yourself from the blue area, it's not going to happen. If you're doing it from the corners, it's not going to happen, right? But as soon as you step into the 3-point line, it's going to be a lot easier for you to throw the oop to yourself. Now, if you guys are consistently throwing oops to yourself from beyond the 3-point line, can you drop some clips? Because I like to see that. But as you can see, I'm going to go over some clips where I'm showing you the best scenarios to do it. And I'm going to show you what happens when you're just throwing it up and you're hoping that you're going to contact dunk people that actually have high interior defense. It doesn't work with people. Well, it will work, but it's not as consistent. You're going to have to pick and choose when you're going to do it. And I'm going to show you in these clips. All right, let's get into these clips. All right, y'all, let's go over this first clip. So I'm in the right-hand side, paint's wide open. Main thing you want to try to do is throw the self alley-oops when the paint is open. If you're doing it in traffic, 9 times out of 10, if somebody jumps, the ball will get deflected or they'll bump you. You will miss the ball in the air. The ball no longer just automatically magnetically connects to your hand when it bounces off the glass, the backboard. It no longer does that. If there's somebody in the way that has high defense or high interior, bro, it ain't gonna work. And I'm gonna show you. Now, not in these clips. The majority of the front side of these clips are gonna be me completing everything. Back side of the clips, me not completing anything. And I'm gonna show you why. But look, wide open, nobody's jumping to contest, easy dunk, right? Now you will have to time. In the beginning, it used to switch in the rec. So when you play the more difficult game modes like Pro-Am and 5v5, all that stuff, Proving Grounds, when you play those, it does switch. It goes from X, Y, B, and A. So sometimes when you jump up and you try to do the alley-oop and complete it, it's not always gonna be X. So please be aware of that if you play those game modes and you're watching this, all right? Second clip. My boy get the steal. Look, sometimes this isn't necessarily a good time to throw, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you throw the ball, it slows you down, and then it gives the defense time to catch up. Look, you see how it slowed me down? Now, if they would have jumped directly in my path, I wouldn't have been able to complete this. And I want to, okay, so I want to show you some stats too. I do have 96 drive and dunk, okay? I do have aerial wizard. I do have posterizer. I do have 70, well now I have 78 vertical. So my player is a dunker. He's a point guard, 6'4". So I'm not a short point guard. And I don't have T-Rex arms, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna get into the clips, and I'm gonna explain that, but let's keep going. Wide open paint, you see that? This is the perfect time to throw it. It does slow you down. You see how it slows me down? I wish when I throw the ball up to it, it would just be an animation, a faster animation instead of giving the defense, because I've already broke the defense, bro. Like he's behind me. His friend's coming over to help. I have contact dunks. I should be able to contact dunk that when I've already decided to do this. Look, it's wide open. Easy. I'm over here talking as if it ain't gonna go in, but y'all gonna see what I'm saying. All right, stolen. Do you see that though? Do you see how I went? Look, I just wanted to show y'all this. I'm in front of him. I throw the ball. Look, it pushes me towards the defense so the defense has a chance to block me. Look, why? After I threw the ball up, I didn't control my player. Like the player just went over there towards the defense. I didn't control him. Look, easy. You see how I went in the possible range? As long as you're inside of the 3-point range and you're going towards the basket and you're not directly coming from the side, because I'm at how we're not throwing the ball off the side of the backboard. It ain't street ball. We ain't got no type of alley oops animations like that. We ain't got that just yet. So that's not gonna happen. Ain't wide open. Now, now we're into the clips that don't make no sense, right? First of all, why am I doing a layup? Why a layup? Let's watch this. Wide open. Throw it up. Layup. And you know why? Because I bumped into this guy. This is how finicky it is when you're throwing self oops to yourself. If somebody bumps into you, if somebody has high interior, they can mess up your full ollie. And if you ask me, that's a foul. I'm already in the air. Like, come on now, bro. Like, missed that one, right? Coming through. Wide open. Look, wide open. Nobody paying attention. Dude to the right, he could have a possible contact, but look, it shouldn't. So let's watch this right here. Look. Now, I want y'all in the comments. Let me know if this was a good time to throw the oop. They are trailing to the paint. It will be some contact, right? If I throw it, I should be able to like plow through the contact and dunk. But they bump me, completely throw me off, right? I'm telling you, the bumps, it used to be you just go go grab the ball and go. Like in situations like this, like completely bumping you off, like I don't know about that, bro. Look, messes me up. Let's see. Throwing it. Look, dudes ain't paying attention. I- the bump. Look, do you see how they run towards you? Easy. That's the only problem. So look, this is why I said it's not going to be easy for you. You're definitely going to have to know situationally when to just throw the self lob. You can't just be throwing self lobs to get yourself out. Like, so if somebody's bodying you up and then you throw the self lob, I've thrown the self lob like that and completely threw it up, and the dude didn't even try to go dunk. He just like spun out and like try to attempt to try to catch. Bro, you can't do any of that. Like I'm saying, I wanted to show you guys these clips. I want to show you exactly me making it and then showing you how like I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I can make it right here. And it's like, no. And I'm gonna show you why not. Look, this is what I wanted to show you. I do have 96 dunk. I do have all those stats that I listed out before, right? But he has a higher interior. He has higher interior, right? This should not go. I recorded it. I was like, what the? But I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? He contested it. It should not go in. You feel me? That should be a block. Maybe it was a foul, wasn't called. Now, this one, I don't know about this one, guys. I missed this one. Look, watch this. Hold on. Did I time it? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I wanted to see if I timed this one. Yes, I timed it. Look, right on the money, and I still missed it. So look, this is what I want. This ain't no 100%. Oh, put on this animation, put on this dunk package, and you gonna dunk on every. No, probably if you are a complete slasher. Yes, I would say if you have all red badges like posterized, you probably will be able to do this a lot more easier than what I have. Right? I only have Aerial Wizard on Legendary. I got posterizer, I think, on silver. So my badges ain't super crazy, but my stats are. I mean, you know what I mean? But you got to have stats and badges together. So I should have made this. I didn't. I was pissed. All right, get the steal. We throwing it up. Remember I said sometimes it will slow you down. You see how I had the steal on a fast break, complete open lane. But because I threw this, it allowed me to slow down. The guy behind me bumps me forward, right? And then I got the dude in the middle who is way shorter than me. He's going to count as a contest. So it's not going to go. Do you see? And I ain't going to lie, that was a foul. That was a foul right there. They don't call nothing, bro. Look. Nah. 2K, like, you shouldn't have shot that. You shouldn't be so flashy. Now, that was dumb. Do you see how everybody was in the paint and I still threw that trying to contest on everything? That was not a good way to go about it. Do not throw it like that. That's not going to get you anywhere. If you just want to keep on, look, one thing when I was making this video, I kept thinking about throwing these. You can't just, oh, I'm about to go in here and I'm about to throw 12 self. No, you probably about to go in here and throw one self live. Like, and then try to attempt a couple more and it ain't gonna go. Unless, like I said, you have a high slashing build and you could do that, all right? But if you just like a build that has dunk on it, like high dunk, and you want to try to see if you got to be selective with them, my guy. All right, going through. Look, do you see? Do you see how all that traffic went in with me as I'm throwing? Like, so as I'm going up to collect the ball for the dunk off the board, look, you see all the traffic I brought with me? It should be, look, bro, I have contact dunks. It should be a contact dunk. But for some reason, right? Look, no. When they jump and when they body you up and push you, for some reason, that throws you off. You can time it right. You can still miss it. Okay? So this ain't no 100% foolproof. Do this, do that. It's going to work. No. I'm telling you, you got to have some IQ. You got to go up in there. You got to lab it. When the paint is open, you can try it, but sometimes it ain't going to go if you ain't got the stats for it. All right, if you ain't got the legendary badges for it. Now this. You guys tell me in the comments, what do you think? Wide open paint, but I went to the defense, right? I should have sauced them up a little bit on the hip, right? And then went to the paint instead of going straight to the paint. Because look, I bumped into the defense, and then I bumped into the defense again. Do you see that? Y'all let me know, are these fouls or is this just legitimately good defense and I'm throwing them in the wrong situation? I want to know your comments. Like, y'all let me know. All right. Now, not gonna lie, this is wide open. I think this should go. But for some reason, I don't know why he goes way into the paint to catch the lob. Well, like, why doesn't he just like throw it up and then grab it and then dunk? Like, why am I going all the way to the paint, hitting the defender, and then I don't have like hitting the defender throws off the momentum. Look, my momentum's thrown off, so I can't even catch it. Look, my momentum is thrown off. I can't even catch it. Do you see? You see that it's in the green. I paused it right here specifically. I want y'all to know I timed it, but that is a center, right? He jumped. He jumped. Oh, hold on. Let me go to the end real quick. Look, as I'm jumping to grab the self oop, he's trying to block the ball. Now, I'm not gonna lie, 2K has been they fixed this. Like, this is crazy. I will say this, since I do have such high dunk, I should be able to avoid all of this. Now, it shouldn't go in every single time. I'm not saying that. This shouldn't be no cheese move. This should be how exactly it is. But I think people with higher stats and higher badges should be able to avoid this. Like I do have big man contact dunks, alley-oop contact dunks. So I'm not understanding, and I very rarely get them. You see that? Like, yeah, man. I just wanted to break this down, show you guys the good side, the bad side, and you guys need to go out there and lab it up. Drop some clips, you feel me? Just show me how y'all doing. I want to see, you feel me? If you guys is throwing oops from the 3-point line and beyond, and they're self oops, please show me. But y'all run up them likes, run up them subs, you know what I mean? Help me out in the algorithm. I appreciate it. Money side, I'm out.